bits of chain all over the place. It's easy to see it's a one-day movement. You can see that by the size of the chain, 61 links per foot. What we're going to do today is we're going to remove the music box and have a look and see if it works, and if so, how it works and how it operates the little man coming in and out the front of the clock there. This little piece of paper here says it's a Thorens movement, made in Switzerland, and the tune it plays is Lily Marlene. So that's a bit different too, on top of everything else. So we're going to have a look and see. That wire is caught up there. Get that back in again. That's held on by serious nails. So we turn it over and we find that there's 2 screws there. One there, one there. And if we undo those, then I assume that this entire section here will come out. So I'll start loosening these screws off and we'll see whether my theory is correct or not. I won't take them all the way out. First up, I'll just loosen them. And then we'll see if there's any movement. Sure is. All right. I'll put my hand on that and hold it. And now I'll take both these screws out. Comes out rather easily. Put that in a dish. That's not the original screw that was in it either. They're replacement screws, but they do the job, I suppose. Take that out. Lay the case down again and have a look at removing this piece. I'll put that up there for the moment. We've got a great mess of chains down here, and I'll have to take that hook off so that that'll slide through, and that one won't, and that's a different one. All right, I'll bring the music box over. Then with a couple of pairs of pliers, I'll undo this, put it around the other way. I'll undo this link here. Take the hook out, do the link up again, though it's probably pretty old and may well break. That's right for the moment. And now we'll have a look and see if we can pull these pieces through. And that's obviously not the full length of the chain. That wouldn't run anything at all. All right, so we've got the movement out. I'll put that down for a moment and I'll get rid of this case. And then we can start looking to see what the story on the movement is. That's got a broken tooth on it actually, just looking at that quickly. There's a tooth that's missing there. Well, I assume it is. I think it's got pillars in front of it, but we'll check that when we get to it. Because I'll have to change this broken chain. I'll take that out and I'll remove this chain out of the case. I'll pull it through all the way through, and that'll give us a reasonable sized chain so we can have a look and see what the story is with this music box. Alright, let's take this section out. Screwdriver into there and undo that. I think, yep, it's done alright. There it is, magnetic screwdriver apparently. Alright, up the other end now, down into there. And undo that screw, and it'll didn't come out. Right, for tweezers, we'll lift that out. Now turn it round and see. It still seems to be pretty tight there. Let's have a look and see if there's anything else in there that's holding it in. No. Oh, yeah, right. There is actually. I've got to take that wheel off there. And there is a screw, a very small screw, down in there on it. I'll have to get one of my much smaller screwdrivers to fit into that. It's a tiny little blade. I'll use a Bergeron one, see if I can get into there. Alright, let's loosen that. Now, very carefully it comes off. I'll tip it over and get the piece out. There we are. Let's have a look and see. I'll tighten that screw up so we don't lose it, and run round and have a look at the teeth. All right, all the teeth seem to be there. I think that one, yeah, all the teeth are there. I thought there was one missing there, but in actual fact it isn't. It's just very dirty. Right, so there's our first part. We're going to have a look at this now and take it to pieces and see what we can find about it. Then we'll look at the music box. Now we need a couple of those, put that in there. We need a spanner to take these couple of nuts off, and that is going to be too small. Alright, I'll have a look and find the right size spanner. Alright, I've got the right size spanner. I'll loosen these nuts up. We'll take this section to pieces and we'll start to investigate what the story is, what that big chunk of solder is in there, where that came from. Another dish, put the nuts in, keep all the parts separate. It's the first time I've seen one of these, so those aside, take the top off. It's got a bit of dodgy soldering on it too, not as bad as some of the rest of it. Now we'll take that wheel out, keeping a close eye to see what else is there. That's a piece of, whoop, there we go, that's got him. So I'll put that down, and that very dirty looking pin there is what bounces him backwards and forwards as that pin runs around the circumference there, and then drops down and then raises him back up again, turns round, drops down again. That's how it looks right now. And as a matter of fact, I'm going to put this under the microscope in a moment and get a very good look at it. Very poor quality soldering. They're using it for a click spring. It's a tiny little click in there, and as the wheel turned round, the click does drop into the ratchet, and the wire comes from here and it's been soldered on a great slab of solder up inside there. And you can see the pretty big slab of solder on there, and some of it's run down in here, so the usual bodgy type job. And there's a big chunk of solder there, and some of it's run round there. As we turn this wheel, the click drops in and out. So that's why, a bit of rust down in there too actually, but that'll probably clean up all right, I would think. There's not much we can do about that. If we try to clean that solder up, we're going to lose a lot of it, and it's not going to work. But at least we've discovered what the mess is about now. I'll put that over there, and there's our little man. Do with a bit of a clean up, but he's in not too bad a shape actually, colour wise, etc, etc. Considering his age, he'll come up quite nicely, I think. Once we take 65 years worth of dust off him, he'll come up okay. Alright, well that's the first part of that. Now we're going to look at the music box and see what the story is here. And then once we've investigated both of these and made some adjustments, so once we've taken this off and investigated to see what the story is here, we've got 3 screws to take out, holding the music box in place. Once we've cleaned them up, then we'll put it back together and see if we can actually get it to work or not. Alright, I'll take these screws out. Actually, we need a larger screwdriver for that. The blade length isn't sufficient. Take that out, put it in another dish. Lucky we've got heaps of dishes here. That's the first one. One down the other end. Spin it round till it's loose enough to take out by your fingers. Not yet. That's feeling a little bit better, I think. Right, we'll try that. Yep. That's okay. That one comes out. Now the last one goes into there. So that'll be an easy one to remove. That comes out. And the music box will lift off, straight off the top. Alright, we'll check that in a moment. There's the label, it says Thorens, made in Switzerland, and Lily Marlene is the name of the tune it plays. Alright, we've got some investigating to do here. This looks like there's some more dodgy soldering on there. Another bit of wire hanging up there. Alright, well, I'll take the comb off first, because we need to see if this barrel's going to spin or not. Screwdriver, we'll pop him into there and undo that. That should be about it. Pretty close. Absolutely full of gunk and dirt and everything, so it'll be interesting to see whether we can get this to start playing again once we clean it up. Little bit of rust on there, we'll take that off before we put it back in again. That shouldn't have rust on it. It's brass, it physically can't rust. There's no iron in it. Right, put that over there, and on-off mechanism there. That is looking pretty rough. There's some rough soldering down on there. Alright, I'll take the comb off and see what eventuates. Take that off and the comb comes straight off. Right, we'll have a look at that. No, that's still solid. Alright, piece at a time. Let's have a look at the comb. Could do with a very good clean up actually. As I say, there's a couple of teeth missing there actually. There's one there which is obvious, and I think there's another, at least one, possibly two down there. A little bit of rust on the back, little bit of rust on the back. We'll run over that with some steel wool before it goes back. So that's that. And now we'll take this arbor out here by loosening that screw there. And that should allow us to drop out the barrel. And that's not going to fit. Back to our version again. Screwdriver, loosen that and see if we can... No, it's not going to do very much. I thought we might have been able to pull the arbor out, but it appears not. Alright, well, I think what I'll do for a start, to give us a bit of a chance to see what's happening, is I'll wash all this in some kerosene. You can see the little wheels there and the fly are turning. So I think the shot is to get rid of heaps of dirt that'll be in there. And we'll take that clips on there. Alright, yep, that's what we'll do. Alright, I'm going to remove those two screws there, and then those two in there, and then those two in there, and that section should come out. And then we can have a look and see what else is happening in there. Now, that screw there has got a fine bit of wire around it as a spring, so I'll lift that up off the top. That will now come up, and I'll take off. We've got two washers there.